Hello, my dear friends. Today, I want us to discuss vaginal care, how to properly care and manage your vagina in such a way that it does not give you itchy sensations, it does not produce odor, it does not become a source of discomfort to you during the process of lovemaking. Maybe the last time you made love with your man, he complained of one thing or the other. I know of so many women, anytime a man enters them and brings out his penis, the whole room is left in a very fermented form. The place is filled with all manner of odor. It's as if the man had visited a toilet. So this time, I want you to actually listen so that you get one or two things you need to do to ensure that such a thing never happen again. If you are a woman out there, this is a production that is seriously targeted to you. I want you to listen. I want you to pay attention. I want you to learn the key things you need to do in case you are having this kind of problem. So please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, do so immediately. There's the red button by my side. Click on it. Get subscribed. Be part of the Marriage Without Tears family. This is where you learn all there is to learn about how to manage, how to, keep your marriage afloat, how to get your marriage working blissfully and effectively to the glory of God. This is the channel. So let's come to the real issue of the day, how to actually care for your vagina. Number one, if you have an undie and used to use an undie, pants or undies, please make sure that after the first and the second use, please don't use it again until you wash them. I know of some ladies, they keep using one pant for the whole week. I know of some ladies, they keep wearing the same undie until the odor from that undie becomes something else. It ought not to be, because the vagina is a very sensitive part of the female organ. It's very, very sensitive indeed, very, very sensitive. And when you continue wearing the same undie, unwashed undie, it can pick up some certain germs from that undie. Because, there are some certain germs that come out of urine, out of feces and all that. And if you continue using the same undie all over again, your vagina may pick up germs from there. So please, once you use an undie once or twice, either you discard it or you wash it properly, dry it before using it a second time. The second thing that I also want to point out, if you go out there to pass urine, you want to pass urine. The moment you finish passing urine, as a woman, make sure that the mouth of your vagina is properly cleaned. Make sure it is properly cleaned, either with a tissue or with a soft towel. Make sure that the mouth of your vagina is properly cleaned. If it is not cleaned and you leave the mouth of your vagina with a little bit of that urine and you are carrying it about, it can pick up germs from the air, and before you know it, you will begin to have some itchy sensations inside of you. So make sure the mouth of the vagina is cleaned after every urine. Then the third one you must also know. Maybe you are outdoor, maybe you are in a party somewhere or anywhere, and somehow you are not within your own household and you want to pass urine, but you are outdoor, and somehow you will move out either to the facility, a public facility, to pass urine. Please don't stoop too low as a woman. Don't stoop too low into a public facility in order to pass urine. Don't stoop too low. Or sometimes you may even go outside there and be told, please go there, over there. That's where people ease themselves. And you get there and you discover that it's a public place. All manner of people come to ease themselves there. Please, as a woman, when you get there, don't stoop low in that place, because hanging in the air are all manner of germs that can cause eternal damage to your vagina. So please, that is the second thing you must observe. When you get there, stand erect, or better still, walk away from where everybody does it, and then pass your urine, clean yourself properly, and then go about your normal business. That's the third thing you must do. Then the fourth thing you must do also, if for whatever reason you feel pressed and you want to defecate, you want to pass out feces, when you visit the toilet, please, as soon as you finish, as you are wiping out your anus, wipe it from the front to the back. From the front to the back. I repeat, from the front to the back. Because if you move it from the back to the front, there is a chance that you may end up, some of the pieces or some of the feces may find themselves in your vagina. And if it is incubated for a while, it can cause a lot of odor inside the vagina. So wipe from the front to the back. Better still, wash yourself properly with water. Get water and wash yourself properly. And after washing yourself, then you clean with a soft towel or a soft hanky. Clean yourself properly. Very, very important indeed. Before I go into the next one, I want you to take a look at this red button, please. Click on it and get subscribed. What we are talking about today is how to properly care for the vagina, how to properly manage it in such a way that it does not cause you unnecessary shame and unnecessary stress, especially during the period of lovemaking. The fifth thing I want to say, please desist from making love to people who are dirty, people who are not clean, people who don't manage their bodies effectively, who don't care about their genitalia. I know a lot of men who never shave their genitalia for months. They don't shave. And coupled with the fact that not only that they don't shave, but they also don't take their bath, constantly. Such men can be carrying things, within their genitalia that they can deposit in you at the slightest, So I want to, if your husband is such one that does not actually care for his genitalia, he doesn't shave, he doesn't clean up, please help him, assist him to do so. Because the moment you continue carrying all those hairs and carrying all those, when everything is dirty around that genital area, and you go on making love like that, you can pick up some certain germs from him, because that is how it is. That is what it is. And of course, please, if for whatever reason there has been a history of venereal disease in either of the spouses, ensure that it is taken care of. Ensure that you visit the nearest health facility and get it taken care of. Until you are healed, please don't go on copulating. Don't go on having sex when you are having venereal diseases. Have it taken care of. And then there are some extreme cases. Call number 6. The extreme cases of people who are having vaginal fistula. In this sense, it appears maybe they made love with somebody who has a big rod. And possibly also they were too young at such a time to make love. I know of some ladies who started having sex at the age of 12, 13. If that is the case, and they have met a man who has a big rod, there is a tendency for the wall, the thin dividing line between the anus and the vagina to be torn. In which case, anytime that such a woman defecates, part of the feces enters the vagina, and it can cause a whole lot of damage, a whole lot of odor. If that is the case in your situation, it is necessary for you to visit the medical doctor immediately. Get an operation done and get it taken care of. That is the only way, that is the only solution. There must be a surgery. You carry out a surgery and get it done. That is the way to work out. And somebody out there may ask, what if my vagina is already contaminated? What if I'm already feeling some of these things? The first thing I must recommend to you is, please go for your medical, practitioner somewhere. Just go to town, go to any nearest hospital or clinic, and get, talk to a medical hand. Talk to somebody who is qualified to take a look at you, especially if that person is a gynecologist. Let the person take a look at you properly and check whatever is the thing that is wrong, and then be able to recommend some certain drugs or some certain things you need to do to have it taken care of. Please don't get yourself in self-medication. Self-medication is wrong. Have a medical advice before you engage yourself in any form of medication. Very, very important indeed. And finally, there is a video I did earlier about how to prevent vaginal odor. Please go back to that video. Go through it once again. It's a very short video just like this one. And then learn one or two things you need to do to also prevent vaginal odor. It works wonders. If you have ever tried it, it works wonders. And for those who have not tried it, go check that video. Do what I explained in that video. And then, of course, you will have the joy of having, your equipment working the way it ought to work to the glory of God. Please, before you check out from this very particular production, I want you to do one thing for me. If there's an area of your marriage where you feel you need information about, where you want me to treat, please go to the comment section Pen down that area. Let me read from you, and then let's see the kind of research we can do in that area. My joy in this very particular channel is to make your life better. So give me just pen down. Tell me what you want us to look at in terms of your marriage, in terms of your well-being, and then it will be my pleasure to actually study that area and then get across to you. And please look at this red button, get subscribed to my channel, and let's do this again. Please, there are so many other videos we have done before. Check out some of these videos, and your marriage will never be the same again. Have a wonderful time. I actually appreciate you. Have a glorious time, and God bless your marriage, and God bless your home.